Hey everybody, welcome to another live stream. Hope everybody had a nice Christmas. We'll get some people in here and be pretty nice. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that's a little better. This is a regular open chat for you to grow your channel and meet new people. Everyone is welcome. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope everyone had a nice time yesterday, and next week will be New Year's. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. If you come in, please do the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, what's up, Cleveland? Good to see you. Hope you had a nice Christmas. I had a 351 Windsor motor. My Ford is good, I like Fords. Not a lot. I just got home, doing a little shopping. Thought I'd get on to a live stream, see how everybody's doing. It's yeah, it's still early. It's about 12 noon here. Oh, thanks a lot. Big Tender, how's it going? Welcome to the room. Welcome to the live stream. Great to see you. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Thank you very much, Big Tender. I appreciate it. Just charging up my phone here. Chatting. I'm trying to fix this computer here. Been working on this computer for a couple days now. It's an HP, and the only thing I have to do is install Windows on it. Reinstall the operating system. That'll be good. And everything will be good with that again. So, hey, Big Tender, check out my other friend, 351 Cleveland's channel. And are you going to put Windows 10? I'm going to put Windows 10 back on it. It had Windows 10 already, and I'm going to put Windows 10 as soon as my friend gets back, because I don't know if you guys know it, but Microsoft used to give the Windows 10 for free, and you could download it right from Microsoft website, but they stopped that. So, and the version that I downloaded doesn't work anymore. So my friend has a special version of Windows 10 on his USB drive, and when he comes back from his vacation in Indiana, he's going to make me a copy of it, and I'm going to reinstall it back on, put Windows 10 back on this, and it'll run good again. I have an SSD hard drive he installed on it, and 8 gigs of RAM memory, so it runs good. And but it crashed on me, so I do have a Windows 10 full version disk, but it has a scratch on it, and some of the files, it's not reading some of the files, so I have to wait till he gets back. So in another couple weeks. So for now, I'm just going to use my editing computer, and that's where I'm on now. I'm on my editing computer, which is very big Dell. It's a Dell giant tower. I mean, you don't even see towers this big anymore. It's a Studio XPS, and it has 16 gigs of memory, and it has an NVIDIA 4 gig video card and a 500 gig Crucial SSD hard drive. So it moves along. It's got an older i7 in it, but it runs real good. And I have two of them actually. I have another one right next to it. So yeah, I have the biggest. I'll show you a picture of it. I mean, these are giant computers. You know, this is what I'm using. I have two of them. I have another one here, which I'm going to put Windows 10 on this one. So I have two of them. They're huge, you know. And they're both the same. They both have 16 gigs of memory, and but the other one, the second one I showed you, only has a 2 gig video card, and mine has a 4 gig. So I'm going to get this one going again, and I have to put a power supply in the second one because it gets kind of hot. So I'm going to replace the power supply, and then that one should be good. But the one that I showed you, this little form factor guy over here, I'm going to use that for a backup. So yeah, I have all kinds of stuff here. I have an Asus monitor. I have 4 or 5 different desktops here. And actually, I sold this computer to my friend, and then I bought it back from him. And I'm giving him a couple of other computers for it. So I just figured I wanted to have 2 decent systems, you know, So I'm going to use that for a backup, but I have these giant towers, and that's what I'm using for now. I was supposed to fix a guy's gaming computer today. He bought it off of Marketplace, and it worked for one day, he said, and then nothing comes on the screen. So I'm pretty sure he needs to reseat the memory in it and reseat the video card. That's usually like the first thing that happens to a gaming system when it doesn't come on is you need to take the memory out, clean it, clean the slot, put it back in one stick at a time, and then try to start it up. 9 out of 10 times it starts. So the gaming systems are a little tricky, but a lot of times I find the problem is needs to reseat the memory and the video card. Sometimes both, but if your gaming system don't start 90% of the time, it's the RAM that needs to be reseated. It just doesn't have a good connection, because of dust or whatever gets in the slot. And once you reseat it, or if you have a bad piece of memory, you can just put a couple sticks in and see if it starts up. And then when you put the last stick in, if it doesn't start, then you know the last stick of memory is bad, and you can replace that. So that's usually what issues happen with gaming systems and computers in general. But that's the first thing I look at on a gaming system is make sure all your connections are good and your memory gets reseated. A lot of times, and I've had this happen to me a lot of times, like I'll buy a computer from somebody or I'll fix a computer for somebody and then I'll drive it to their house. And sometimes when you get there, it doesn't start up because if you go over a lot of bumps, you could loosen the memory. So a lot of times I turn it on, it don't go on. I always check the memory and make sure it's reseated. Sometimes if it comes out, I'll push it back in the slot and then it's good again. Everything works. So that's a good indicator if your computer is not turning on. Mostly for our laptops happen a lot more often because people are always handling their laptop, carrying their laptop from one place to another. And that's usually the first problem if it won't start is one of the memory sticks got loose or popped out of the socket. And that happens on laptops more often than you would think. So if you have that problem, and I'm going to make a little video on that too, so people could get help. I want to help people like, you have a dead computer, what are the first 5 things to look at or 3 things to look at? And 1 would be the memory, 2 would be the video card. And then you check go check your connections and everything like that. Make sure your CPU fan is working and things like that, and then go from there. But the second one I just bought, it had a really dirty CPU fan, and I took the CPU fan off it, and I took some alcohol and cleaned the CPU, and I cleaned the heatsink on it, and then I put some more thermal paste on it, and I cleaned the heatsink, and took all the dust off that, and then put it back in. It was beeping a little bit. Once I did that, it stopped beeping. So these little things, you'd be surprised. Oh yeah, they are. Because you'd be surprised at like how much stuff gets in there. And that's why I tell people in my videos, make sure you shut your computer down every now and then and look inside it, and inside your CPU, heatsink, and on the motherboard and everywhere, even in your power supply, which will make it hot. You know, a lot of dust gets in there. So, especially if you have a carpet, like I'm in this room here and I have carpet floor, and I always recommend people putting something underneath it, and that way you won't get as much. Okay, I'm gonna have to save a cat here. I'll have to come back on, but I'll probably come back on the live stream in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to have to sign off. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for coming. If you catch this live stream on the replay, you'll get a little lesson on cleaning the dust out of your computer. You too, Cleveland.